Earlier in this class, we learned about the metric unit conversion. Let's look at the metric English conversion this time. So in the metric English conversion, the unit of length, mass, volume, and time, they are in inch, pound, quart, and second. Note that second is also the unit used in the metric system. The equivalence to the metric system is that 1 inch equals 254 centimeter, 1 pound equals 454 grams, 1 quart equals 946 milliliter, and 1 second is the same because the same at the metric system. These metric equivalent you will use a lot. We also call it unit equation, remember? You will use them for when you're working on the unit conversion. Let's look at an example of metric English conversion. The length of an American football field, including end zones, is 120 yards. What is the length in the meter? So you are given the football field length that is in 120 yards, and you are asked to convert yards to meter. Given the unit equation, 1 yard equals 0.914 meter. So I always start with what's it given, 122 yards. Then I write out what I desired the unit. In this question is a meter. Then I find out the unit factor that the unit that what I don't want cancel out, and I give that whatever the unit remaining is the desired unit. So if you write the unit factor this way, that the meter is on the numerator and yards is on denominator, then you can see that yard and yard cancel out. You the final units is the meter. Because 120 had two significant digits, your final answer must have two significant digits. So all we have to check for significant digits in the final answer. Let's look at another English metric unit conversion problem. A marathon is 26.2 miles. Well, I didn't know that long. What is the distance in kilometers? Given 1 kilometers equal 0.62 miles. So step one is what unit the question asks you to convert to. It's a kilometer. It wants you to convert miles to kilometer. Then you write down what is given to you. You're given 26.2 miles. Then you write down what the unit the question asks you. And then you find the unit factor. Right here, it's already gave you the question. So you write down in such a way that miles cancel out. So give you the remaining units is kilometer. This is the desired unit or the unit the question asks you to convert to. So you see now miles cancel. You put these numbers into your calculator. It gives you 42.3 with the remaining units here, kilometer. The answer is 42.3 kilometer with 3 significant digits because your original numbers have 3 significant digits. Now, some units, not that symbol, is expressed at a ratio of units. For example, the speed limit on many highways is 55 miles per hour. How would you convert this to meters per second? Now, to answer this type of question or to do the conversion of compound unit, you must only convert one unit at a time using the unit factor. First, you convert miles to meters, then you convert hours to seconds. Let's look at an example of compound unit conversion. A motorcycle traveling at 105 km per hour. What is this speed in meters per second? Now, you are given the unit in kilometer per hour. The question asks you to convert kilometer to meter per second. Recall that 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meter, and 1 hour has 3,600 seconds. So you saw what I given to you, 105 kilometer per hour. The first unit you put in is this unit equation. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meter. If you put it this way, then the kilometer cancel out. The second unit equation you put in is about for the time, hours. 1 hour equals 3,600 seconds. So when you put it this way, you can see hour cancel out, and then it give you the remaining units, hours, meter, and second. When you put all these numbers into a calculator, then you got the answer 29.2 meter per second. Remember, all of the units cancel out, give you the final unit in meter per second. This number had 3 significant digits. Your final answer must have 3 significant digits. Next, what we learned in this chapter is the percent concept. A percent, or this symbol for a percent, it expresses at the amount of a single quantity compared to an entire symbol. A percent is a ratio of parts, whatever the parts is, per 100 parts. So the formula for calculating the percent is shown below. Percent equal one quantity over the total symbol multiplied by 100%. Now, how can you calculate a percentage? Let's look at this example. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. If a sample of bronze contains 79.2 grams of copper and 10.8 grams of tin, what is the percent of copper in zone? First, you have to find the mass of the sample. The mass of this sample contains both mass of copper and mass of tin. So the sum of copper and tin would be the mass of symbol. Then the ratio the mass of copper over the mass of symbol multiplied by 100%, that gives you the percentage of the copper in this symbol. If you put these numbers into a calculator, it gives you 88.0%. That means that there is 88.0% of copper in bronze symbol. Now you also can express the percent as a unit factor. So a percent can be expressed as parts per 100 parts. For example, 25% can be expressed at 25 over 100, and 10% can be expressed at 10 over 100. We can use a percent expressed as a ratio as a unit factor. For example, a rock is 4.70% iron, so you can write it at 4.0 grams of iron over 100 grams of symbol. How you can use a percent unit factor for calculation. Let's look at the example. The Earth and Moon have a similar composition. Each contains 4.70% of iron. What is the mass of iron in a lunar symbol that weighs 92 grams? So you write steps 1 to 3. For step 1, you are asked for the mass of iron in grams. Then you write down the given symbol, 92 grams of symbol. You saw what you write out the mass of the symbol, 92 grams of symbol. Then you apply the unit factor. The unit factor in the question is the percentage of iron. So you write down 4.70 grams of iron over 100 grams of symbol. This is what the percent means, right? You see gram of symbol cancel out. You put the numbers into a calculator. It gives you 4.3 grams of iron. That means that 4.3 grams of iron in 92 grams of the symbol are given in this question.